AI just discovered something most people do not want to admit. And the thing is, your company might be running on vibes and legacy processes, not because your people are not smart or you wouldn't have hired them. It's not because your team is not talented, because that is exactly why you hired them. But because somewhere along the way, perfectly intelligent people created systems nobody had questioned in years.
Was the worst year for a lot of us for our mental as well as physical health. So joining us this morning is best-selling author, coach Lisa Goldenthal.
Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa G, your host. You're at the top of your game, yet the game is changing faster than ever. Strategies that got you here aren't the ones that'll keep you here. The pressure is relentless, and the fear of obsolescence looms large. That's why I'm here. Welcome to the new podcast series, Disrupted: How to Be Gritty and Unlock Performance in Business, Mindset, Wellness, and Success, to help you master disruption.
Thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat in a meeting and thought, could this have been an email? Let's keep it real. Give me a yes if you've been there. I want to hear from you. Now, let me ask you another question. My second question is, let's have some fun with this one. Have you ever needed approval to get approval? So if you're laughing, that's not a great sign, but literally that happens because AI just discovered something most people do not want to admit. And the thing is, your company might be running on vibes and legacy processes, not because your people are not smart or you wouldn't have hired them. It's not because your team is not talented, because that is exactly why you hired them. But because somewhere along the way, perfectly intelligent people created systems nobody had questioned in years. Like when a $500 decision needs 7 approvals, or when 3 people need to sign off on something nobody remembers creating. And somehow one person became responsible for approving things they were never trained to approve in the first place. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Do not tag them here. And the funny part is, AI did not create any of that. AI simply walked in the room and asked, wait, why are we doing it this way? And suddenly everybody got uncomfortable. I was talking with a CEO who invested 7 figures in AI. 7 figures. And 6 months later, he told me, we're not seeing the ROI. So I asked him one question. Before AI, how long did it take your team to make a decision? And he laughed. He said, what decision? Exactly. That was the answer. Not the AI. The system. So let me know, drop system in the comments if you agree that it's time for a systems upgrade. Because here's the thing, AI did not expose a technology problem. It exposed a vibes and legacy processes problem. So here's a quick question. What's the longest approval process you have ever seen? Drop it in the comments. I want examples. because McKinsey says roughly 70% of transformations fail. And most people blame the technology. But let us be honest. Most organizations are not struggling because they lack technology. They are struggling because they're trying to run modern tools through old decision-making systems. In other words, more vibes, more legacy processes, more waiting for more approvals, more meetings about meetings. Can anyone relate? I want to know if this sounds familiar. Just drop me a fist bump or a laughing emoji if you have survived one of those. So what would I do? Here you go. The first thing to do this week, find one approval process that exists for only one reason and one reason only. We've always done it that way. Does anyone else hate we've always done it that way? Seriously. And nobody's going to call asking where it went. So just get rid of it if it exists because we've always done it that way. And second, ask your team just one question. What takes way too long around here? And then you have to do the one thing that leaders never do. Listen. Do not explain, do not justify, do not defend. Just listen. And here's why. Because what they tell you is probably the exact place where vibes and legacy processes are slowing growth, and nobody wants that. So here's the part nobody likes hearing. If everybody needs your approval for everything, you're not leading. You're running the world's most expensive help desk. Sorry. Somebody had to say it. So the companies winning with AI are not the ones with the best prompts. They're the ones with the clearest choices and decisions, the fewest permission slips, and the least amount of organizational clutter. Because AI is not exposing your technology. It's exposing the habits, assumptions, and legacy processes that have been living rent-free inside your company for years. And maybe that is the gift. Because once you see them, you can fix them. Let me know if you agree. And before you go, tell me, what is the most unintentionally hilarious approval process in your company? No names, just the processes. You can send them to me by DM or drop it below. And if you want to know exactly where the vibes and legacy processes problem is hiding in your organization, DM me the word map. No committee, no permission slip, no follow-up meeting required. Happy Friday, everyone. Go enjoy your weekend. And don't forget to share this with your network. And let me know if Friday is the best time. I'm testing different times. Lonnie Wolf, nice to see you. You make decisions and take the hit if need be. That is the way to do it. One person in charge of deciding, and that's it. That is the way to lead. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for bringing me your questions and feedback, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.